Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Amir King Khan. Amir Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan. Fighting out of the blue corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Let's do it.
And there's the bell to start the round. Oh, what a punch! He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. That counter shot lands. So much for defensive abilities. He settled back in, but needs to play. Smart move to clinch there, but the referee's only going to let you do that so often.
There's a tactic to clinching. When you clinch, you're taking someone out of their pace. You're making them feel uncomfortable. It's something they're not used to. But it's a fashion of clinch as well. You can be a dirty clincher. Pull them, pull the arm out of the shoulder, lean on them, but do it on the blind side of the referee, so he doesn't know.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy. Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who had... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he'll hug him again, but you can't blame him, can you?
You've got to save that in the back, because if you're ever hit and hurt, a clinch will save your life. You've got to hold on, clear your head, step off again, push them, hold them, lean them down. So when you're going to use those clinches, do it on the blind side of the referee, then let go.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter punch. They're both trying for a knockout. So his offense gets stifled there by a clinch.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
Perfect counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement. Well, it's a smart move to clinch, but you can't do that too often.
You cannot do it too often, because the referee's going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not so tense anymore, trying to lose. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Khan in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch lands. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Of this surely will get a world title shot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He threw the hook, didn't land.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Jab slightly off target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the... And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Smart move there to buy some time.
Sometimes you've got to go with the instincts. Hold on tight till your head clears, till you get your breath back, till the referee steps in.
Now I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through.
And wisely here, they're going to clinch and hold on to stop this offensive onslaught. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges. Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven. Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Punch, counter punch. Smart move there. When you're in trouble, just hold on.
Had to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. There's a counter shot. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance without...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that hook. So much for boxing. This is a fight. You can't do that too often or the referee is going to take a point.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking points off you. You saw the referee watch, look, didn't say anything, just gestured to say, I've checked you. Now be careful because when he starts pulling, taking you out of your rhythm, it's going to get harder.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
And we remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. And a round that seemed like he turned. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. So once again, they'll clinch, and one of these fighters has got to take the lead here.
You need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
Every time they throw a shot, they get counters. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Touching him up again.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the...
And he's being smothered here in the clinch and can't get his... Amir Khan! trouble. He was in big trouble there, but looks like he's recovered.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
There's a counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. What would you tell this guy he's got to do? And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not so rigid anymore with the stance. That one lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power.
Stumbling around on Bambi legs. Where was the defense? What we are seeing. And down goes Jones Jr. Can you miss it? Good thing we can watch that on replay over and over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. And he scores with the counter. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. And you can see he does not like being grabbed onto.
It tells me so much when a fight is holding on. It means they've been hurt, it means they're tired, or it means they don't know what to do.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
How about that time counter shot? Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. Look at the size.
Nice veteran move here to hold. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you
better be careful. The referee may take a point if he keeps clinching.
What you've got to do is you're doing it to get an advantage.
We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Has to be, and now going for the finish. Oh, and that changes everything, and down they go. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Well, he's on his feet, but there's no way he's going to win this round now.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. A wise veteran move there to clinch.
I don't know if it's a dancing competition or a fight.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
That cut is in a very bad place. The referee might stop it here.
Are you okay?
And the referee's going to allow him to fight. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. Lucky that hook didn't score.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Hey, sometimes the best thing you can do is to grab your opponent.
Had to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
Good counter punch. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Nice counter. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Look at all that blood, but he's still wanting to come out for more. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. What a round we just saw. Let's see what we've got in store for us here.
What a round. I'm exhausted. They must be absolutely shattered. What could you tell a man when he comes back to the corner? You need the instructions to be simple, precise. Don't befuddle him because he's just shattered.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Just missed with that hook. Wise move to hold on here, but you can't do that too often.
You cannot do it too often because the referee's going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That one will count. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? And he scores with the counter. Johnny, I thought they were supposed to hit each other, not hold each other.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. That cut is going to cause some serious problems.
I hope you've got a good cutsman in that.
And there's the bell to start the round. They're up and ready to go. Surely this round won't be as good as the last one.
What a round. What have they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to...
And he will hold here, and good thing he did because he was getting beaten up.
There's a tactic to clinching. When you clinch, you're taking someone out of their pace. You're making them feel uncomfortable. It's something they're not used to. But there's a fashion of clinch as well. You can be a dirty clincher. Pull them, pull the arm out the shoulder, lean on them, but do it on the blind side of the referee. So he doesn't know.
A perfect counter shot. Nice punch. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of effort. It may not be pretty, but sometimes clinching is effective.
Sometimes you got to go with the instincts. Hold on tight till your head clears, till you get your breath back.
Why does he continue to hold? The referee could take a point here.
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
Touching him up again. They need to be careful they don't punch them. And a good decision here to hold on.
It tells me so much.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no... You can see there's blood, and the referee's going to take a good look at it.
You're taking too much, the fight is over.
And he will stop it. TKO winner. A mercy stoppage there from the referee.
Too early, too early. Should have let...
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination. A stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
A TKO. The argument's going to rumble on. The crowd aren't happy. The fighters aren't happy. They wanted to see a definitive end to this fight. These guys are going to have to do it all over again. But please, please, please don't give me another TKO.